Hello, 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 lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome back to another UFC live fight companion watch along with the main man himself, Luke Tanner. Luke, not the if not the fight card we expected about 48 hours ago, but we are here now. The new card lineup is Rodriguez versus Lee. It is Hamzat versus Holland and Ferguson versus Diaz. But as always, guys, please do smash the like button. Make sure you head over to Luke's channel. All you got to do is click the link in the title and in the description. Go over there, subscribe to Luke's channel. On the road to 100 subscribers. Let's get him to 200 instead, though.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, we did a preview and everything on your channel with Ben. Shout out to Ben Keeley, the Jive Master. And
that's null and void.
It's null and void, bro. Shocking, really.
This is WWE stuff. Just weigh what you want.
This is worse than WWE. This is worse than WWE. Let's be honest. This is bad.
It is crazy. It's
I've never seen. This is unprecedented. The closest to this was the what was the UFC where Conor threw the dolly at the bus and they had to rearrange the card. It's up there with that, possibly even worse though.
Oh no, I still think McGregor with the bus. I think that is still worse.
That is definitely the worst situation.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst. But this is a close second. This is a close second because this is talk about unprofessional.
Yeah.
Jeopardizing the card. This was your first UFC main event, pay-per-view main event against arguably one of the biggest stars on his way out. This is like a feed you the legend before you go for the big title shot.
Bro, he got the second biggest star. Nate is the second biggest star in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, behind McGregor, and you dropped the ball.
More than he fumbled the bag, man.
Fumbled the money bag. He fumbled the main event. And the thing that made it worse is he didn't give a shit, did he?
No, he didn't care. He didn't care.
That was the thing that I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. I liked him, but I don't like him now.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard for me to root for him. I like Kevin Holland a lot. I like Nate Diaz a lot. So for me, he was never gonna be the guy I'm like, yeah, go. But I didn't dislike Hamzat. I was a big fan of Hamzat. But now it's just, if he'd missed weight and showed remorse, I'd have been like, do you know what? Not ideal, not professional. It happens sometimes. It's happened this time.
He missed it for it's a couple of pounds, or maybe like a pound.
Yeah,
okay, maybe he just had a bad cut, but
he stopped cutting weight at 4
because of a doctor's recommendation. Because apparently the UFC have doctors to say whether or not they could still cut weight, and the doctor said, "Yeah, he's got to stop cutting."
So, but my thing is, why wasn't that told to Nate earlier on? Because effectively,
he got told to stop cutting at 4 a.m. I think.
So if that's the case, why wasn't Nate told that at that time then? Why is it
replacement lined up in the morning? Go look, he's going to end up missing weight. We're going to have to pull him from the card. We need to get the replacement lined up, and that could have been it. But it's crazy.
It's crazy. I feel sorry for Nate because it's like the UFC have done so much nonsense to him to even put him in this fight in the first place. And then he accepts the fight. It's his last fight on the deal. And then this, and I'll be honest, the fight with Ferguson is probably the fight they should have made in the beginning. That was the fight that should have been made.
Legends fight.
It's just wrong, man. It's so wrong. And I genuinely feel so sorry for the guy.
Yeah, there is no way that he was going to fight Hamzat 8 pounds.
No, of course not. Hamzat's already the bigger man.
He shouldn't. He said it's Tony, or I'm not fighting at all. Apparently, was the thing. And even though there was rumors that Dustin was Jet on standby to be the opponent, but he said he wanted Tony, and we got it.
Yeah. Let me get through some of these comments. A shout out to Bonkers. Collier versus Bond. That was a good fight. I gotta be honest, Bonkers LFC. Like I had to have a little nap during the prelims. I managed to get an hour and a half sleep in, so I'm hoping that it gives me the energy required for this show. Keep it level, says awesome. I'm with legends, guys. Big up to yourself. Hey, big up to the main man, Saint LFC. Big up yourself, bro. Franklin says, let's go, everyone. Evening, got a feeling something unexpected is going to happen tonight. If this fight week's anything to go by, then yeah, we're in for a crazy one.
We're going to have someone cash in their championship.
Calvin says, John Jones is still the GOAT. I bet he is, Cal. It's Nave Star says, let's go. They all doubt me. Look at me now. Look at me now. Danny says predictions. We're going to get to that in a sec, Danny, because obviously we did the preview on Luke's channel, but we literally have to do like a preview in 3 minutes now. Crypto Nation, shouts Crypto Nation, says, can't lie, need to get into UFC. Any recommendations for fights to watch? Where do I start? I'd say go Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno #1 as the starter, and then we'll talk more and we'll start feeding you. We'll start feeding you like a fight every week. Yeah.
I'll probably throw Joanna Whaley 1.
Oh yes, Luke, 100%. 100%. I'm on board with that one.
Oh yeah.
Calvin says, morning, Cal. Morning, Luke. Thank you for your heroics earlier on tonight, brother. And John Jones beats every fighter on the same night. So just to add a bit of context to that, my brother and his missus are not fans of spiders, and they found a massive spider in their house. So I got a phone call to go and deal with it. I went and dealt with it, and we're here now. And you know what? I can't even laugh because if it was a mouse, I'd be calling him or his missus to do the same. So I'm not even ashamed of it. I've told my missus if there was ever a mouse in the house, she's by herself. She's going to have to deal with it. Shout out to Froggy, who says, Cal, I blame Salah for Hamzat missing weight. Yes, it's a common theme. Salah gets blamed for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Any four times says, big up you, man. I no longer like Hamzat. Yep, same thing we just said, bro. Mtar Mizzy, shout out to Mtar Mizzy, says, morning, Cal and Luke. Blessed up, guys, as always. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. No drop points, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The game being off was kind of a blessing in disguise. Any says, smash the likes. Indeed, do smash the like button. Copites TV says, big up, guys. Big up to yourself, Copites TV. Sony Kang says, morning. Big up, Sony. Danny says, feel bad for Li Jiang. Hopefully he got paid well. I feel sorry for him and Danny Rodriguez because they both had mega fights with big names. And yes, they're fighting.
He's the real gangster.
Fight. Oh, yeah.
He's the real gangster because he's fighting a guy that's pretty much.
He's fighting heavier, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fighting heavier because Lee's weighed in at 171. Rodriguez weighed in at, I think it was like 179, but that was for a catch weight bout. But Lee's the real gangster. Yeah. He could have said no. And that would have put the fight card in jeopardy, but fair play to him. He stepped up.
Karen says, Hamzat is a punk and Dana UFC have let him get away with it. In fact, he's kind of getting rewarded for missing weight. Facts. That's what I keep on saying.
He has a more favorable matchup.
And he didn't get a fine for it either.
Because they've reconfigured the bout.
It's just shocking all around. Whichever way you look at it, it's shocking. And it sets such a bad precedent. Before we went live, Luke, you were talking about Conor McGregor's tweet saying how bad of a precedent it sets. And you're right, it does. Should I say he's right? Because what's to say that like other fighters won't do the same now? It's just not good, man. Not good in the slightest.
Because it represents massive favoritism. Because if it was another fighter that did it, they'd be potentially could be facing the cut from the UFC, maybe.
Yeah, or at least getting fined. None of that.
He's getting heavily fined for putting the card in jeopardy, but he's sort of been rewarded for this. And,
I mean, we've seen Dana do a lot worse for a lot less.
Yeah, I think next fight I'd be like, are you sure we should be letting him cut to 70 again? So maybe this might force their hand saying, no, you're fighting at 85 now.
I think they'll let him try again. I do think they'll let him try again.
It might be like, yeah, you get one last chance. You mess this up, then you're staying at 85. Because he walks around like the same as Izzy at like 195, I think it is.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. You only have to look at him to see that he's a big guy.
Yeah. Kutalaba's walking out.
He is indeed. Just going to get some graphics up soon for this fight. Do you still stick with your verdict on this fight?
Oh, I forgot what I said now.
I think we both said Kutalaba, didn't we? I think.
Yeah, I hope it's Walker, but yeah, again, like I heard, like he had to battle a CBD addiction? Like he was recovering from injury. Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's
because he had it to get over his injuries, but yeah,
it's not good if that's the case. Hopefully, he's got through that.
Yeah, hopefully, he's taken time off. You know. I will pay, Luke. I will pay you to get in the octagon with Linda's and shut the intensity straight down. Apparently, like that book doesn't reveal any tactics.
Do you know what? That's what I was gonna say. That's why I want to actually get the book. As much as I've not been a fan of it, I actually want to get it now just to.
But then I realised, right, about the book, right? Like, if it did have anything tactical, the club would have never have let him released it.
You'd hope so.
Like anything that what's in that book must have been vetted by the club.
You'd like to think so.
Must have, or must have been vetted by someone going, yeah, you're not what you're telling. Nah, but
you'd like. I'd like to think so, but again, you just never know nowadays, bro.
Yeah.
Because he does seem to have a little pull in the team.
Curtis Jones is better than Pedri.
Oh. Bro, that is probably the wildest take I've ever heard. And I like Curtis Jones a lot, but that is just crazy. Actually crazy, isn't it? Like if he said that, then I've got to ask what's he smoking?
Smoking some strong stuff.
The strongest of the strong. He's smoking with Snoop Dogg, if that's the case.
Johnny Walker walking out.
He is indeed.
He'll fight in Bellator next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think was it Ben that revealed that his partner's Irish, isn't she? So him being there kind of reveals why he's there as well. So yeah, I think I'm with you. I think we see him fighting in Bellator before too long.
Because he'll fight in Dublin, and Dublin's gonna love him. Saint says, "Cal, check your WhatsApp."
I will do that now, bro. Oh, Saint. You are a saint, literally. You are a saint.
God, I do want to hear what he said about Ben Woodburn. Jeez. I knew a guy that sort of like knew him. He was a bit of a dick, apparently. So
who Ben Woodburn?
Yeah, apparently he was a bit of a dick.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what a mate said, that he sort of like semi knew him through his sister or something like that, and apparently he was a bit of a knob. So
that's a shame. I thought Ben Woodburn would at least do quite well in our team when he first sort of broke through.
But then, like, you realise that he's not quick enough to be a winger. He's not physical enough to be a centre mid. And he's probably not technical to be a false nine.
No, he's not.
Then I think I saw a report saying, like, the club aren't worried about... they see Salah's form as a dip, not because he signed a big new contract. And I was like, I get that. Come on, Johnny Walker. He's 30. Jesus Christ. He's the tallest.
I thought Kutalaba was older than that.
Jesus.
28. I was going to say the kids, but You're one of the fortunate people who's younger than both of these guys, bro.
I'm bigger than both of them too.
I wouldn't mind being that age, man. Would not mind being 28 again. Felt like I was almost in my prime at 28. Now I'm on the other side of it, man.
He said he tried hard to convince him to sign an extension in 2019. Jesus. Ben Woodburn, apparently Klopp tried to convince him to sign an extension.
Was that just to keep his value though? Because Klopp wasn't even really playing him at that point.
Yeah, Klopp was sending him out on loan.
Yeah, like so.
Shout out John Moore's in the chat as well.
Yeah, indeed, John's the legend. Boo Rider says brawl was staged. They say, yeah, that could be true as well. Cal said
that's not the brawl. Dana was like,
no, it's not.
Like Diaz is going.
Far from it. Like there seemed to be nothing really going on there.
Seven losses.
Cal says DC's shirt and jacket are too tight. They fit him like lycra with his big head. Such a John Jones fan.
Hey, he's commenting in Abu Dhabi next month. That is gonna be torture.
That is
Mike Beltran.
All right, fight is about to start. Hey, the man likes the beeries in the comments. Big up Zabiri, because I know you're not even a UFC fan like that, so I appreciate you supporting me and Luke, man. Right, fight started. What's your timing like, bro? So
I can just about to start, so I will just see where the timer is.
All right, let me know when you get to 4:45, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to Ravi as well.
47. 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35.
Keep going, 34,
bro. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
Spot on.
Perfect.
Shout out to man like Matt in the comments as well.
Is that a wild Matt in the comments?
That is the one and only Matt from Team Copy. Shout out to yourself, bro.
Matt, I still need that follow on Twitter. I need the other Infinity Stone. You're the last one left.
Yeah, Matt, we need to get you following Luke, man. We need that happening.
That is the last stone. Hello, Chris Brack is back. Chris Brack's in the chat.
Is indeed.
Forgot that you're still the day trippers, Chris. I've not seen it. It's all of Chris. I know he's been a busy.
Kutalaba is smothering Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
He looks like he's completely like in control here. Like Johnny Walker's never really been great with the whole wrestling stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, which is odd because he's Brazilian, so you'd imagine that he'd had a black belt.
Yeah.
My fee's too it's a party up in this. Yeah, it's getting absolutely smothered.
Not even close. It's not even close.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Matt. I've got the follow. I've got the stones. I've got all the stones.
I didn't expect this approach from Kutalaba, though. He's a guy who likes to stand and bang.
Yeah, probably he knows the strengths of Walker and just goes, let's
and obviously the weaknesses because he's about to pass guard. Is he?
Oh, is that armbar?
Oh, yeah. He's not. He's not got it yet. Triangle potentially. No, the other leg's caught. Is he going to try and sweep? Johnny Walker's now got him.
Yeah. Luke, now you have all the stones. I do, Matt. I do.
Do smash the like button if you haven't already, guys. Also, make sure you click the link in the description or click the link in the title to follow Luke's channel as well.
Oh, it's Johnny
takedown.
Takes the back.
Gets the back. Has he got the... Oh! He's got it sucked in. No, not quite yet. Not
No,
under the
just gotta get
chin.
under that chin.
He's gonna squeeze his face though.
Ah,
Did not expect this. He's fighting the feet. Should be fighting the hands. He's about to turn him now. It seems. He's got to fight the hands. I mean, Johnny Walker could be doing a bit of ground and pound here to soften him up and to distract him for the actual submission itself. Not doing that at the moment. Kutalaba's still got a minute 20 to survive. Johnny Walker's
really
not really
locked in that
attacking it.
body triangle.
No, it hasn't. It's very loose.
Yeah. I'll be locked in that body triangle because he's not really doing anything damage-wise.
I mean, you only effectively, because this is where you can actually get a submission from this point, because you can actually manipulate the ankles and actually really hurt the opposition here.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker ideally wants to get a triangle. That way you get more control. The only way this position works is if you actually got the opponent on their belly and you're able to rain down strikes or then get a submission in.
Yeah. Saying you can tell Johnny ain't really got a clue on the ground.
Oh, he might be under the neck though.
Oh, yes.
He's under the neck, but he's not been able to.
Cranking.
He's not been able to get the other hand.
No, I think he's got it.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. The other hand's not secure. You want to get the other hand on the back of the head and roll the head forward to actually put the shot. Oh, now he's got it. Now he's got it.
Got it.
Goodness, he did it.
Okay,
gave me a kiss.
Hey, Saint, what are you saying about Still not got no idea.
Why is he do? Do you want to do your shoulder again? Well done, Johnny Walker.
Hey, I'm happy for him, especially after hearing about his addiction.
Same. Well done, Johnny Walker.
Slick
takeout. Brilliant takedown.
Finally, McGregor's gym got a win.
Yeah.
In a while since I've had a W.
Submission at that as well. Well done, Johnny Walker. Did not expect that.
That's good because he's had some awful luck recently. He's had some awful luck. Humble time but tastes good with custard.
Yeah, Kutalaba, he's always doing something wild, isn't he? Or just starting some sort of trouble. So was Ankalaev his last fight and he got beaten pretty handily in that?
No, was it yes. Yes.
Matt says he needed this because at one point I thought it was a fraud. I think everyone kind of did. When he first broke through, everyone was like, yep, this is the guy to fight John Jones. Then Corey Anderson just dealt with him, and that was like Corey Anderson kind of halted everything.
Corey Anderson was like, what are you saying? He's going to beat Jones.
Yes. He's got to come through me first, so that ain't going to happen. Well done, Johnny Walker.
Good night kiss is the type of shithouser I can get behind.
He's a character. You got to hand it to him. He actually is a character.
Respect as well afterwards as well, which is what I like to see.
Oh, Rogan in the cage.
Looks like an absolute dwarf.
Joe Rogan's he's not that tall. You can kind of tell, to be fair, he's not that tall.
He says, I need the bonus, my friend.
He might have just got submission of the night.
Yeah.
It's a very good submission.
15 knockouts through submission, so he's a knockout artist.
Oh yeah, very much a knockout. Copites TV says, since Naby's lawyer Matt is in the building, why is he made of a combination of Weet-Bix and bolognese sauce with a hint of water?
I saw that the club still want to offer him a contract, but I think that should be determined before Jurgen wants to offer him a contract.
Boy, I don't know what's going on there.
Makes no sense.
Shout out to John in the comments as well, guys. Make sure you check out John's channel. That's Glasgow Red Chats. It says, Zabiri, I'll give I'll give Luke or Cal my number if you want, bro. Oh yeah, I'll pass your number on. Zabiri says, yeah, send it to Cal. He's a man of his word on certain days. What's that meant to me? Got no faith in me, Zabiri. Pete Owl, shout out to Pete Owl as well, says, how did you guys get into UFC? How did you get into UFC, Luke?
I think I've sort of liked it, but I could never really watch it. But I think it was in the pandemic in 2020, I noticed that, I can get it on BT Sport for free.
Yeah.
And then since then I've been watching pretty much every event since when I can. Apart from when Conor McGregor ripped me off twice and I had to pay 20 quid to watch him get knocked out in both. So yeah, that's probably when I started first watching it. But hey, Conor McGregor, oh hello. Imagine missing that.
Look at me now. Pound for pound, what?
Headshot.
Pound for pound, what? Headshot, dead, bang.
That's it.
I'll be honest, that is my favorite UFC moment of all time. I know maybe there's a bit of recency bias in there, but
100%.
For me getting into UFC, it was Ken Shamrock being in the WWE, and they kept on talking about him being the most dangerous man in the world and all this. So I started watching it a little bit then. And then my brother got me into it even more, like with The Ultimate Fighter, the first season of The Ultimate Fighter with Griffin and Bonner. And then after that, it was just like a whirlwind. I was able to catch up on the older fights and then have a look back since. So, touch wood, I've pretty much been able to see pretty much all the main cards since then. That's
dedication, my friend.
No, I just... This and football, like they're the ones. Zabiri says I got out of UFC when Silver started falling off. Yeah, see, this is the one thing we've watching it so long, and we're starting to have that transition now, in it, Luke. We were saying it on the last show. We're starting to see some of the greats now come to the end of their career, like your Rockholds,
almost like who's taking the gloves off.
Yeah, like Joanna. So like that's the more difficult side of it now, because I've seen some of these people in their prime. And now they're not. Chris Brack says Naby's been bombed out like Sacco. I think the last 10 days of the window is a sign that Klopp and Naby are done. Yeah, it seems like it.
He'll be out the door in January.
Yeah, it seems like it. Shout out to Vern as well in the chat. Franklin says, any predictions for Jake Paul and Anderson Silva? And Copites is asking as well. I gotta go with Anderson, man.
I think Anderson is going to toy with him.
I hope so, because I'll be honest,
bad feeling.
If Anderson loses this, I know he's not in his prime by any stretch of imagination, but if he loses to Jake Paul, then Dana's gonna have to send someone in proper to kind of rectify the whole.
And it ain't gonna be a Nate Diaz. You might actually give Jake Paul this wish and okay.
Nate and Nick.
Okay, we'll let him fight in the UFC.
Nick Diaz Army.
Killer.
John says, Luke and Cal, who are the new big draws in MMA? Be real. Outside Connor, Nate, and Masvidal, Izzy,
Sugar Sean.
I'd say Max is still a draw. Poirier.
Charles
Oliveira, Ngannou,
Jones if he's still active.
It's about activity for Jones. I'm trying to think. Amanda Nunes, I'd say, is a draw.
Shevchenko, Usman. Depends how Usman comes back off.
Yeah,
I think you're never the same after a big knockout. Like, you're never the same. And like the way
I'd be interested to see how Leon does in terms of numbers now, because he was far from a draw before, but having that viral moment and then the moments after it with the interview and stuff, I'll be interested.
Yeah, because I think like Usman, like he was glad that he lost the belt, and I was a bit like,
Do you say
and
that?
Then Leon was like, "What? You're glad you lost the belt?" Okay.
I mean, it's weird that he says that, because you've heard other great champions who have held the belt for a long period of time say it as well. So it's like,
The pressure.
is there a pressure that's going on where it's just like,
Probably like extra media, extra responsibilities. Yeah, the money's great.
Can't be easy.
Actually, Brock helped me get into UFC as well because he was with the WWE.
Yes.
And he absolutely polarized Cena at SummerSlam 2014, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Absolutely. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was no joke. Thing is, Brock brought a lot of eyes. Brock brought a lot of eyes. He was he was the draw just before Conor. So Brock definitely helped UFC grow.
Hey, on that video that we're planning to do, make your perfect card.
Oh yeah,
Brock's on my card. Brock's on my card. That's all I'm saying.
Chris Brack, never letting me live this one down, says always back in Ngarnu, Cal. Why is Jones inactive?
I think he wanted to make a transition to heavyweight. Like he actually wanted to make a successful transition to heavyweight, but he's been out for nearly 3 years now. There's rumors of him fighting at 282 against Stipe.
I'll believe it when I see it at this point.
I'll believe it when I see it, exactly. Like there's been loads of false dawns with Jones. So just hoping, fingers crossed, because I need to see him back.
Yeah. Darren says Ken Shamrock for me too. Then going to HMV to first events on videos. HMV and videos, that's mad. Franklin says, do you guys think UFC is at its most competitive right now? Yeah.
Some divisions are, yeah.
UFC's stacked now. UFC's definitely stacked now.
Bantamweight, lightweight are the ones that stand out as stacked.
Yeah. Question here for you, Luke, because you've got a little bit of a hot take on this one. Vern says, Cal, Luke, what's your thoughts on Darren Till's recent DUI? You still think he has that mentality to be champ? Luke, I'll let you answer this one.
Nope, I don't think he has anymore. I don't think he has. And I think Till being in the Hamzat camp is just going to damage Hamzat's career. I just don't think, think about it. Since Darren has been in his camp, it's not really benefited him in any way, has it?
No, it doesn't seem like it right now.
It's just extra publicity, like unwanted publicity. Because when you're in the UFC, you want good publicity because you're winning fights, you're getting championship fights, you're even the champ. That's the type of good publicity you want.
Yeah.
But he's not great. So it's like, is Till a fighter now? No, or is he just a hype man? But Till is fighting at 282.
Yeah, he's fighting in December, isn't he? Who's his opponent again?
He was Duplessis.
Duplessis. That's not going to be an easy
fight.
Not
gonna lie, right? I think Duplessis might put a hole in him because
that's not an easy fight at all.
That's a killer right there.
Yeah. The thing is, if Izzy wins against Alex Pereira and Till's able to beat Duplessis in an amazing fashion, Till might actually get the next shot.
Yeah. 100%. Chris, by the way, how batshit crazy was AEW since All Out?
Yeah, I've heard
that was major.
Yeah, I've not actually seen it, but I've heard the press conference was mad. I heard CM Punk knock someone out backstage and all that.
Like Ace Steel hit Omega with a chair and bit his hair and stuff like that.
Here's a little one for you, Luke. If Izzy wins and Darren Till win and they make Izzy versus Till, could that be on the undercard of Leon versus Usman in London or in England?
But to get that as your co-main.
That right there could be amazing.
Get that as your co-main, but I just
the thing is, I don't think they would though. I don't think they would.
Yeah, but then I've got a feeling like Leon needs the main event for me. Like it's his moment and he deserves to main event.
Yeah, they wouldn't put Leon. Yeah, they couldn't put them on the same card because Izzy would have the main event because they're bigger weight as well. Unless it's Conor McGregor, you always go with the bigger weight last, don't you?
Luis Pineda needs to come to MMA. Oh no! If that's the guy who I think it is, the pro
Who's that?
boxer that KSI fought, he's no pro boxer.
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh, this bout was made at catchweight because both ladies missed weight.
Jeez, what happened on this card?
Yeah, Izzy would probably smoke Till as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I just like the way guys, but
Yeah. I don't actually see a path to victory for Till in that. I think it start off cagey, Izzy gets to him, and then it's downhill from there.
Bill Pereira, the new middleweight champ? Question mark.
I'm not sure. I'm 50-50 on that fight right now.
We're gonna see Izzy wrestle, I think. I think we're actually gonna see
I
him
think
wrestle.
you'll have to. Luis Pineda's the worst boxer I've ever seen. Says Carl Fights. I don't even know who that is. I didn't watch the KSI card.
I didn't, but I saw the highlights and I was like, what? He was a pro? I've got hope. No jokes.
Was he that
I've never
bad?
seen a softer Mexican.
Was he honestly that bad?
Yeah, oh my god, he was so bad.
I need to go back
KSI
to watch the
continuously
highlight.
dropped him. The softest looking Mexican fighter.
I tell you who's looking much better. Andy Ruiz. That was a fantastic performance he put on.
We might need to see a Joshua Ruiz trilogy.
I don't know if Joshua wants that right now.
I don't think Joshua.
I don't.
Do you want to talk about the Tyson Fury AJ fight that could be happening?
Yeah, I mean, like Tyson Fury is a fantastic boxer, but in terms of personality, like he's so flip flop, it's unreal. I feel as though he's someone who's got the public in the palm of his hands and he knows it. So like whenever he comes out and says something, everyone laps it up. When in reality, he came out first and said,
"For me, he's scared to fight Usyk."
I don't think he's scared to fight Usyk. He just knows that AJ fight's the bigger fight and the bigger payday. So him fighting AJ now makes more sense than if AJ takes another fight and loses potentially. That money's gone. It's like Wilder. Wilder's probably going to be screaming for the AJ fight because if AJ has one more loss before he fights one of those two, the money they could have made previously, they're not going to make after that.
Hey, the comments are popping off. This is what I love to see.
Yeah, love this, guys. Really do appreciate it. I see Imran in the cut now as well. Shout out to Imran. Himanshu as well. John says, Cal beats me one more time with the tops. I'm calling him out. You always beat me, John. It felt nice to actually get a win yesterday.
Shades of that Diaz.
Takedown. Oh, great hips there. Good way to evade the takedown. She looked like she was going to get a double leg there.
I think Aldana said that should she win, she wants Nunes next. But
I think that would have been the fight to make if she actually made weight.
Yeah.
Vern says, I wouldn't want to kick from Aldana. She's a killer. She absolutely is. All body shot there. Chiasson is very big for the weight as well, though.
Yeah, I think she said that she's
way bigger.
Struggles to cut. So I think this is where I said
come down from featherweight, hasn't she?
Yeah, because she's a bantamweight that is probably more comfortable at featherweight, but there's no featherweight division. There's literally no featherweight division. Like the only natural featherweight that there was Megan Anderson.
Yeah,
and I think she's semi-retired. She said that she hasn't ruled out fighting her, but I think she's pretty happy doing what she's doing.
Yeah, she's making good money.
She's going to be in the Extraction 2 film with Chris Hemsworth, apparently, yeah. So I'll be interested to see because she does analysis for ESPN.
Yeah,
and
seems cool.
Yeah. I'd like to ask her, how does it feel to be finished with 2 submissions in one that joke? She would absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better ask her over Zoom, bro. If you ask her that to her face, she'd actually show you what it was like.
Big up Misha. Yeah. We don't need to talk
That
about
from
Misha.
Imran.
To talk about legends that need to probably hang up the gloves, Misha's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I reckon so. Comanche says Canelo versus Triple G watch along. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. That's going to be a hard fight for me to watch. I'm a massive Triple G fan, but Canelo's going to
get you and Drifty to do it.
Yeah, all it's going to be is Drifty just laughing down and screaming at me, saying, "Look at my boy. What are you saying now?" I'd have nothing to say.
Luke, be careful, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Imran's a massive Misha fan, bro. Be careful.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Chris Bratt says, Cal, do you remember one of the best highlights you had when you got me in your life? You never regretted it. Yeah, I'll be honest. Luke.
Take that.
This is the same armbar Ronda got.
That was a crisp.
Oh no, she's gonna break the arm if she doesn't tap.
How she?
Oh no. Oh no, she's in a bad way.
Holy!
This is the same armbar Ronda got Kat Zingano with. Oh, she's gonna break the arm. She's gonna break the arm. She's out.
No.
Good. No, she is.
Oh, she just teabagged her.
Oh, I thought the arm was gonna. I thought we were gonna see an arm break live, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh,
I was about to say that we're gonna get a quick card.
Oh, geez, she's looking for limbs.
Lee.
Yeah, Aldana's a killer. Oh, geez.
That's what you call a proper Mexican fighter. Pineda. Take notes.
Jeez. She survived 2 arm bars. I thought the arm was going to break. I'm not going to lie.
Holy smokes.
Jeez, I thought the arm was going to break.
Martin Chu, F that shot guy. His purse better be split among Holland, Lee, Diaz, and Rodriguez. Effing disrespectful and unprofessional for smirking during the weekend and big up to you guys. Shout out. Massive shout out.
Appreciate that, bro.
I think it's actually made the card better because we actually get a competitive main event.
Yeah.
But apparently Ferguson and Diaz had to get heavily compensated, and that was probably David's worst nightmare.
Yeah. How did she do it? Oh, look at the arm. Jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, I think they said that she tapped. That they might have tapped. Nah, I'm not calling that a tap. Go on, DC.
Oh, jeez. That looked painful, man. I've been in my fair share of arm bars. It ain't nice. And even then, it was under controlled circumstances. It wasn't like someone was actually trying to rip my arm off. Oh, short right hook there. Aldana's looking really good. Oh, that short right hook.
Aldana just needs to throw one light punch and he's like, this is
very, very good.
Carl from John, what would you say is your best ever moment on YouTube today?
Oh, I'll be honest, I've been quite blessed to have quite loads. Like, obviously, Leon with Luke on this channel, that will always be something I remember.
That's probably the one for me. But personally, for me, is doing one of these with Callum. That's probably like my highlight so far.
Oh, she's doing leg locks now. What? She is. Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
She is not playing about.
That knee's going to go pop.
Geez, she is just looking for a limb to take home with her.
Hey, she's going, I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, literally.
Cal's worst moment on YouTube, we know the footy manager whooping.
Oh, bro. Oh,
hey, Cal, you just need to send me a location, brother.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the mud on Football Manager. I'm in the mud. Another bad moment I had was probably the whole Ronaldinho stuff when I spoke about Ronaldinho.
I'm trying to think what's my worst moment on YouTube. I don't really think I've upset anyone, or I might have upset your brother about John Jones.
Yeah, I've upset him about John Jones. Oh, she's.
Oh, her knee's fucked, you know? Like, her knee's fucked. I think she's done a knee, you know? Who
It
said
looks.
that?
It looks pretty bad, isn't it?
Her knee looks swollen.
She's taking the back though.
No way. No way.
If she gets the she's flattened. Oh, could she flatten her out?
Oh,
She
sorry,
flattened her
Chris.
out.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. Yeah, I forgot about that. How are doing shows with me and Kev, not your highlight. Yeah, that was another big moment. Getting the message from Kev to do a show on Day Trippers was actually quite big. Actually,
Shout out to the day trippers, man.
yeah. Shout out to Shawnee Lawson's because they're out for his birthday today. The big 3-0.
Ah,
So,
is it his birthday? Sean's birthday.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, big up Shawnee, man. Look at these elbows. I mean, she's not really hurting though.
I'm gonna say this might be a Jason round, you know.
I think stand there. I think it is.
Thank you, Chris. That actually means a lot, actually.
You all do brilliant on the day trippers, man. You, Kevin, Chris is a really nice combination. Oh,
she's got the back. She just needs to get under the net. We could get back-to-back rear naked chokes.
Yeah. Do you know what? were you on that show, Luke, when I kept on getting Chris and Kev's names mixed up and mixing them around?
I might have.
Oh!
Geez.
Are we gonna get a stoppage here? Jeez.
You talk.
This goes into the last round and it's one apiece.
Cal, who do you think Canelo fights after Triple G?
I don't know who there is left for him to fight. I'll be honest, I don't really follow boxing like I used to, but I don't know who's left for Canelo. I mean, maybe one of the Charlo brothers, but he beats the Charlo brothers, in my opinion, pretty easily.
I think he needs a sticker. I think 168 for him is perfect.
Yeah, but who else?
Not gonna lie, right? Like he looked I think one of the first times you could have said that when he fought
Bivol.
Bivol, it was like, yeah, Bivol completely outclassed him.
Yeah. I don't know how they only scored that 115 to 113. That was a travesty. It was it wasn't even close.
That's just as bad as the split decision Usyk when they gave one to Joshua.
Yeah, that was shocking. That is, don't get me wrong, MMA judging has its faults, but boxing seems really corrupt in that area. Like if you're the main guy, you can effectively get away with murder, whereas that doesn't happen as much in MMA.
Have you looked on WWE since Triple H took charge? I watched a bit of Clash of the Castle on BT Sport because it was free. Yeah, it looked all right.
From all accounts, I think even Chris Pratt was saying this. Me and him were speaking, and he's just saying things seem a lot better in WWE since Triple H took over.
Yeah.
John's answer, what time's the main fight on? It probably won't start until like 5:30 earliest, I'd say, innit?
Yeah.
Depending on the other fights, if the other after this one you've got Rodriguez and Lee, then you've got Hamzat and Holland, which is a 5-rounder as well. So
Holland, not Holland. Hamzat's getting booed.
Yeah, the only problem is I think he wins this fight. It's more of a favourable match than the Diaz fight, if we're going to be honest.
Chris Pratt, my two highlights were being asked to be the host for the Friday Forecast show and having the chance to interview some of the LFC women's players. Yeah. Mental being able to interview pro footballers, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd imagine
really with that.
Yeah, I actually came up with the Premier League forecast. I just had to get my 2 pence in.
I'll get in there, Luke.
I'll get it.
No. All going for a takedown. This has been a brilliant fight, though, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Ravi's on how good is Aldana. Aldana's brilliant, but so is Chiasso as well.
Durable.
This is a brilliant fight. Zabiri says, "Are you guys doing watch-alongs for all the fights? We don't usually do prelims because that's
we
probably
do the main card, don't we?
Yeah, we definitely do the main card.
I think before me and Callum started to do it, I did the prelims for Usman Masvidal too. My God, that was a slog. That was a slog and a half.
Martin, shout out to Martin, says, for the love of MMA gods, please let Holland do a Leon Edwards to Hamza. I can't obviously say the other word because we could get in trouble by saying that on there. This is fight of the night so far from Chris. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the prelims, but yeah, on the main card, definitely. John says WWE need to move away from the PG stuff. Yeah, I think they are moving away from it.
Yes, slowly.
Yeah. Oh, takedown. She got it. Oh, triangle. Oh, she got out of it. She got out of it. This could be the round decider here because no one really took. If she stays on the ground, the knee. Oh, what happened?
I think her knee popped.
I don't think it's her knee. I think it's her rib. I think she's holding her rib. I think it's the rib.
Oh, up kick to the liver. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was I don't think it's her knee.
Yeah, DC was like, right, let's look at this now. Oh.
Jeez, it must be a broken rib.
Oh. That's probably the first thing Rogan's just said, first time he's ever seen someone get stopped with a hook kick to the liver. Well, a heel kick to the liver. Wow.
If it was a broken rib, I don't know if she'd be walking around like that.
No, didn't. Wow, that's just a well-placed shot.
Yeah, it's a liver. She still looks like she's feeling it as well. Do you know what? One of the most unique finishes I've seen.
Yeah, that's one of the. I think Michael had a question that might be a good one. Best person at Liverpool that would make the best UFC fighter.
Kanate.
Yeah, probably Kanate. But again, his knees might be a problem. I would have said Virgil, but his knee might be a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually say that. I reckon Virgil seems as though he'd try and diffuse a fight, or I genuinely believe Ibu would tear your head off if you gave him trouble.
I'd say Milner would be like a proper scrapper.
Yeah. Do you know what? From all accounts as well, Henderson's not scared to handle himself if he needs to.
He squared up to Diego Costa, and Diego Costa was like...
And Luis Suarez. In training, he squared up to Luis Suarez as well, and he was pretty young at the time. So Henderson's no joke. But yeah, I think I'd go Ibu. The guy he's a unit, man. Strong as anything. So do you reckon it'll be Aldana versus Nunes next? Makes sense.
It makes sense, but I think they'll do the Pena trilogy.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually do think Pena actually deserves the third fight.
I wonder if they're going to do it in Brazil, but I don't know. I think Pena's got quite a lot of time out.
Oh yeah, she needs to definitely heal up.
There was a fight that's sort of verbally agreed for UFC 282 or in Brazil. That's Jorge versus Gilbert Burns.
Bad match for Jorge, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I think Leon was saying that he'd love to fight Masvidal, but he just says Masvidal will have to get a win.
Oh, hello. Mackenzie Dern.
Mackenzie Dern. Chito Vera. Jason Perillo as well.
Hey, Jason Perillo was on BT Sport and he was dropping so many F-bombs. BT had to go.
I love
that.
I absolutely love Perillo.
I know. Oh, that was a great goal. Wow.
Did you see the goal Neymar scored? I think it was today.
Yeah, Neymar is cooking. Just for the right time for the World Cup.
Yeah, he's cooking. He's definitely cooking at the moment. Definitely cooking. Looking like
Neymar's got like 10 goals and 7 assists so far this season.
Yeah.
And Messi's got 3 goals and 7 assists.
Yeah, they look like they're cooking. The assist today was brilliant, but the first touch and the finish from Neymar, like bloody hell, man! It just
that's an MMA.
He is very aggressive. I don't know
in the head, but anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, like Neymar in this sort of form, unplayable, man. Unplayable.
100%.
Like when he just decides to play football and he stops with like the play acting and the theatrics, he's a special fight, special football.
Lewandowski's killing it at Barca as well.
Yeah.
And Haaland's killing it as well at City, unfortunately. I think Terry said on the terrace, if he carries on at this goal scoring rate, he'll end the season with 85 goals. And I was like, what?
Who's at Holland?
Yeah, if he carries on that his scoring rate, he'll end up with 85 goals.
Yeah, I don't think
someone was like, yeah, he's gonna smash Salah's record. And Goodley was like, yeah, good. I can't stand Salah.
I think he will. I think he will break Salah's record.
I think there could be a big shout that I think next 2023 he might be able to beat Messi's goals in the calendar year.
Do you reckon?
Which was 91, I think. If he doesn't get injured, 91 goals in the calendar year, possibly.
I don't think he will.
He'll get close. He'll get like 60 or 70.
The reason I don't think he will is because I think Pep will rotate him to keep him fresh.
Pep roulette.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that would stop him. If he was able to play all the games, then effectively, yeah. But Pep will let him get to that stage because he won't run him into the ground.
So Bayern have drawn 3 in a row. Does that mean they're missing Lewandowski and Mane ain't the answer?
I didn't even want to say it, Chris. I didn't even want to say it. If I say that on Coppish, I will absolutely get just ran through. Like,
I'm just waiting to see Drifty just appear in the chat or appear on the stream.
Tenny, I love Sadio Mane, but Sadio Mane leaving is not the reason we're in this situation. Would you have helped us a bit more? Yes, definitely, but there are way other bigger factors at play here.
I don't know if I should say this. UFC pay-per-view started off at the moment of silence about for remembrance of the Queen, which was met by boos, followed by the USA chant.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Again, I'm not America. It's anyone who's from America who's in the chat, let us know. But am I right in saying no one really has an affiliation to the Queen over in America? So I don't understand why they would do that over there. This is going to be a good fight. As much as I want Aljo to do it, I don't see how or where he beats TJ.
That's the next card. That is the next card, UFC 280.
That's a massive card.
Hey, Tony said I'm the only guy that can get Khabib out of retirement.
Sorry, bro. Look at this. Look at this fight card.
Oh,
Dariush Gamrot, great fight. Jan O'Malley, fantastic fight. Sterling Dillashaw, and then obviously Oliveira Makachev. Even Caitlin Chukagian and Fiorot. Oh, that is a hell of a card. Hold on.
Yes, I got announced for 281. That was always like sketched in. Like it was just waiting for confirmation.
Jeez, there's bad blood there as well. Oh, brutal against Ferguson.
Ooh, Callum, yeah, I might need to send you. Yeah, just check your WhatsApp. Yeah, just check it down because I'm about to send something.
Go on.
It's just a certain. Oh, jeez! In the crowd.
It's made my week, bro.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah. You better hope your wife doesn't watch this.
Wow.
Or you need to get the sofa ready.
I might just get it ready just in advance.
Daniel Rodriguez. I think we'll see Daniel Rodriguez beat the Leech.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, only because of the weight. The weight difference.
Oh,
like,
yes. That's a point. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, like he hit hard and add another 10 pounds on that.
The thing is, you see these promo packages here where the Leech is saying, I'll win this fight and stuff. He's actually talking about Ferguson. There's no way he's talking about, they wouldn't have had time to film all of that. So even stuff like that, they've had to chop out and change around and all that. Michael says, how are you guys staying awake? Any caffeine popping? No, I managed to have a little hour and a half nap. I know you had a nap as well, Luke. Trust me, after this, I will crash. Like,
oh yeah, I will. Yeah,
I don't think it gets any easier either, Luke. I don't know about you, bro, but doing these cars is not getting any easier.
I know.
But
if we were doing it on our own,
I'd struggle.
Then I'd find it a struggle.
Yeah, I'd struggle.
Carl, Luke, thoughts on what Redman said today when he said there isn't a massive issue with the squad in the midfield is fine. I've not seen it, but if that's what they've said, then we're probably watching two different games. Personally,
I need to go. Who was it who actually said that on the channel? Because
I might need to give it a watch though.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch because I touch wood. I get on really well with Paul and Chris. But if they've said that, I completely disagree.
Cal will crash and then his family wake up at 7 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just put your head down and like Robbie would be like, Stevie, like, hi, Dad.
Yeah, he's not even like
Dad.
Stevie's not too bad at the moment. Like Stevie will come in the room and he'll be like, Dad, are you awake? And I'll be like, well, obviously not, son, but I am now. Whereas Robbie will just walk in the room, try and climb on the bed, and he'll just do crazy stuff. Like he'll put his foot in my face, or he'll put his finger in my nose, or he'll push my eyeball.
UFC, Callum, because
yeah, he just like Robbie's proper mischievous. Like Stevie's mischievous, but Robbie is proper mischievous to the point where it's like, where are you learning this from? Like, I think even today, Stevie was eating his food and Robbie just ran over to his table, took his drink, and then ran off into the kitchen and started drinking. And I was like, why? And, and like when you catch Robbie doing something, he'll look at you and he'll just smirk. He's got a cheeky smirk on him, and it's just like,
that's what my niece is from. Like that's what one of my nieces is like.
They are hilarious though, man. Like Robbie and Stevie, like not a day goes by where I do not laugh hysterically over the stuff they do. Like they are brilliant. And my little nephew as well, my youngest nephew, I call him Kenny. He's slightly younger than Robbie, and when them three get together, it's a beautiful, beautiful sight, man. They just all bounce off each other, and it's just laughter and just troublemaking. It's brilliant. They're the next generation, man. This is why I got to get into shape and get back into the gym and do some sort of sparring, because Stevie's already starting to feel as though he's the man of the house. I can't let that happen.
What, Stevie? I thought Robbie was the fighter.
Robbie is the fire, but Stevie's also he also knows how to handle himself. To be fair, the problem
Is he
is
is he
they've always
challenging
been
the
watching.
authority? Is he like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah. The
not
problem is they've always, well, especially Stevie's always been in. I've got like a tall punching bag in the garden. So like he's very quick at picking up stuff. So if I throw a technique and a combination, he'll try it and he'll usually be able to pick it up quite quickly as well. So it's like, yeah, I gotta make sure I can't show him too much because one day I might tend to go to his room and he might just put me in a
boom,
guillotine and say, "You
a
go to
swift
your room."
left? Yeah,
Yeah.
boom.
If you're coming anywhere near me, it's fair game.
I'm gonna rip your head off. It's as simple as that. If you breathe oxygen, it's fair game.
So yeah, I got to take my time and make sure Stevie doesn't play about. Chris says Stevie is the better Sanderson. Some people would say he probably is. To be fair, he's so intelligent. Like the kids are proper intelligent, man. Like I said, some of the stuff Stevie comes out with it's hilarious. Like I can't laugh because like he'll
You got
know.
to be the parent. You got to be the responsible
But
parent.
like the amount of times he said something, I've had to turn my back on him so I can let the laughter out before I then proceed to tell him that he can't say or do that. He's brilliant, man. He's brilliant.
Jamie
Very,
Phillip.
very.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Oh, Jamie Phillips football chats. Guys, make sure you subscribe. I've seen LFC Day Tripper subscribed there. Saint LFC TV. Jamie Phillips football chats. Glasgow Red chats from John. Who else have I missed? Have I missed anyone?
Coppish as well, because Matt was in the chat.
Coppish, because Matt was in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you check out all these channels. Luke's channel is in the description and the title of this as well. So make sure you check out all these channels, guys. Subscribe to all these channels and show them the love that they show to us as well. Please do.
Beefy, I'm
all
the
great
captain
channels.
now. Erling Hakaku. I'm the captain.
He's like, look, I'm the captain now. So Lee still weighed in at 170 as well. This is a mess. Let's be honest. That's a mess.
Yeah, this is probably like the biggest matchup, like mismatch of this whole fiasco.
It's not fair at all, man.
I was thinking about it. I think it got put on Twitter. How on earth are the UFC going to replace Bruce? You're never going to replace him.
Yeah, it's true, actually. I mean, would you say you can replace Rogan? He's probably more replaceable than Bruce.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because Rogan has been there from the very beginning as well, pretty much.
And so it's pretty much Bruce has been there from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You see Bruce Buffer, yeah? Like, even like Stevie, like if he ever hears like UFC on, he'll just scream out, "It's time!" Like, that is so iconic. But you even see how he gets the fighters hyped up. Like last week with Cyril Garn and Tuivasa. Like Tuivasa's waiting there, like to give him the fist bump. Like you never see that with anywhere else.
He says that he's an equal opportunity announcer.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is 100%. Apparently, Lee was emotional, saying he's been away from his family for ages, so I hope he wins. I hope he wins and get a big fat bonus.
Yeah.
They should all be getting this.
I like Rodriguez as well. The thing is, neither of these guys are at fault because Rodriguez came in at the weight that he was meant to, and Lee came in. But you could look at the size difference.
Yeah.
Like this, it's not like there's a massive size difference here.
So you're probably thinking
he's got to stay out of range.
3-fight win streak. Oh, but this is what's going to happen. Like Rodriguez is just going to need to touch him.
Yeah,
and then he's going to go.
It's not fair at all.
Bruce Buffer gets paid a 6-figure wage to announce and hype up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like Bruce was there before Dana bought the UFC.
yeah, I was gonna say Bruce. I mean, we say he's just getting hyped up. Like he's blowing out both of his ACLs doing this, you know.
Yes,
Like,
George, the Saint Pierre.
yeah, he blew out both ACLs.
Jamie, I've got a new Anything Goes podcast tomorrow. If you guys like to join, I'll see what I'm doing tomorrow. I think I've got
Yeah,
something on.
send me the time, Jamie. I've got plans all day tomorrow, but send me the time, bro, and I'll see. Even if I can just tune in, but send me the times and stuff.
And anything goes, eh?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, like Bruce blew out both of his ACLs in Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
Most iconic Bruce Buffer announcement.
It's been too many.
Just trying to think.
I do like when he says Eric, because Eric Anders, his nickname is your boy. When like Bruce Buffer say your boy Eric like that I find quite funny. But you're right, like none of them really stand out because he hypes everyone he fights.
The same.
Like everyone he announces for. Good leg, good body kick, sorry, by
I let my hamstring go into the. Oh, that's spinning back.
Just missed. Just missed.
It's 10 p.m. Callum. Ravi says it's 10 p.m.
I wish it was 10 p.m. here.
No, it's
sorry,
the podcast tomorrow is going to be at 10 p.m.
Oh, 10 p.m. Sorry. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to think who's winning. I'll probably edge it to Leach.
Yeah, I would as well. Oh, good shots there. He's fighting the right fight to fighting someone heavier. You don't want to
engage. You just want to touch and move. I would love to see him, Tony. You know, that would be such an interesting matchup. Just
it would have been, especially seeing him fight like this.
Your Mount Rushmore of MMA. That might be a video, you know.
Yeah, I think it would be. How many is on the Mount Rushmore? Is it 4 people on the Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
The thing is, Mount Rushmore is not necessarily like who are the best. It's kind of you're picking
transcended the sport.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to.
I thought we were going to go there.
For me, it would have to be McGregor.
Yeah, it has to be. McGregor's got to be on there.
GSP.
Yeah. I think you might have to go Ronda Rousey.
Ronda, and maybe.
It's the last position. It's either John Jones or Anderson Silva. Yeah. The problem is, and Nate said this as well. Look, John Jones, without a shadow of a doubt, has got the best resume in MMA.
Yes.
Like, we're not even close. Like, but it's the steroid popping and all that. Like, can you really still say he's one of the best when he's been caught for that stuff?
Like, yeah, it's like people say, like with TJ, like got caught, so once a cheat, always a cheat. Like, you can't really tell if he's, you know, still on the juice. And
yes,
and like if you're keeping that same energy, you got to say the same about Jones.
I mean, Silver got. I'm pretty sure Silver got done for steroids once as well. So
hey, remember when Diaz was like, the whole UFC is on steroids?
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, shut your mouth, your guys were caught on steroids.
You in the scrap pack.
You were caught on steroids, so don't you say that I take steroids. You little skinny gazelle.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at his body kick. It's perfect body kick.
That is.
Good jab though. Oh,
Oh, bro, you literally just, bro, it's fine margins, bro. Like, it's scary how accurate some of these guys can be and all that.
Cal, look, if you had the chance to choose a Liverpool player to get in the octagon with that isn't Adrian, who would you pick?
To be honest, I kind of like all the players, to be honest. So
Trent, because he needs to get slapped up real good. He might have some break.
yeah, I don't. There's not a player I really dislike. I like all the players, man. I really do. I genuinely have I do like all the players we have. Do I think we could upgrade some of the players? Yeah, but I do like all the players we have. John says wrestling Mount Rushmore. That's a big.
Oh, Austin.
You got Austin, Hogan, Cena.
Jimmy Phil said I pick Klopp right now. Cater or Ox, neither would last the distance.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, Doctor
Stoppage.
Stoppage. They'd be screaming Doctor Stoppage from the floor.
Yeah, we're definitely saying Lee won the first round.
Yes, yeah.
I think he'll win this by decision. Unless he gets cocky and gets caught, I think he'll win this by decision.
Might not even be a case of getting cocky. Daniel might just land something.
Yeah.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling, bro?
Cena, Austin, Hogan, Cena, Austin, Rock.
Ah, yes, it might have to be. Yeah, it might have to be Rock.
Oh, Ric Flair. Oh,
Undertaker's another one as well.
Might be a bit of
WWE. Might be a bit of a hot take, but I'm with Imran. I actually think, even though he's not the most popular of all time, he's not even my favorite of all time.
He's not the slickest worker, but it's like the character, the aura.
Who, Undertaker?
Yeah. Like not everyone's cup of tea. Like ring, like his work. But his aura, his character work.
Good shot.
Probably the best star that WWE have ever produced.
I think he's the best of all time. I do think he is. When you look at the character, the longevity, the fact that he could be the hammer or the nail, character progression, move set, like his move set, I think is probably one of the best of all time. Like you think of him walking the ropes, the flying clothesline, the running DDT, the flying clothesline from the top rope, last ride, tombstone, choke slam, Hell's Gate, like the move set is crazy. He was 6'10" and he was able to fly over the ropes and all that. Like, it's crazy. And it looked real when he was throwing punches as well. It looked real.
Not none of the Shane McMahon shit.
Yeah, oh geez, worst punches.
The potatoes is.
But apparently Shane actually hurt a lot of people with his punches because he didn't pull it very well.
Yeah. I think he hurt Jericho at Survivor Series, I think, and Jericho clocked him. I think Strowman got a little bit overzealous with Brock. We saw how that ended. Face. So Brock just gave him a proper right hand.
Yeah. Told him to calm down. And he did have to calm down.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off Brock.
Am I right in saying Braun's back now? I keep on
seeing
him popping up on Twitter. Okay. Be interested. Do you know, I'm really interested to see a lot of the AEW, the people who have gone over to AEW recently, to see if they come back sooner rather than later.
Black's just got his Malachi Black just got his release.
Has he?
From AEW, yeah. He said he's citing mental health, but I think he'll go back to WWE. Because him under Triple H, that character in NXT. Ooh.
Yeah. Kevin, you think of someone like Kevin Lee as well? Keith Lee, not Kevin Lee.
Keith Lee, yeah. I think he could go back. I think, just Triple H's era of NXT, like Johnny Gargano.
Oh, phenomenal.
Ciampa. Johnny versus Adam Cole, 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
Gargano versus Andrade El Idolo.
Now, don't get me wrong, as a wrestler, I thought Triple H was always good, but I do think things were always favorable for him. As a booker, fantastic.
Thoughts about the Conor McGregor deleted video? We don't need to say any.
Oh yeah, up kicks. We just saw second round in the bag. Lee, I think, is winning this. Yeah, that Conor video was a bit wild still. Like, just a tad wild.
Oh, apparently, Black is still under contract. Oh, I thought we got guaranteed his release. I thought we got granted his release.
Keith Lee's a tag champion as well. Fair enough.
This girl, I'm on the phone too.
Yeah, Jamie Phillips.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, Daniel. Oh,
you know, yeah, like since Lee lost to Hamza, like I think I've liked him even more.
Yeah,
because he trains out of the PI in China, I think.
Yes. Yeah, John, they should have turned Cena heel. You're right.
Apparently, they want to turn Roman babyface, and Roman's like, no,
man.
And I was like,
no, you'll kill his whole character if you do that. Just leave him be, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. The thing is, the reason why Vince would have turned him babyface is for that merchandise. But you've got to think
apparently he's still one of the top merch sellers, even though that he's heel.
Yeah, of course he would be.
But like, apparently he's not going to drop the title until next year. I've got a feeling that they want to do The Rock versus Roman at Mania.
That's the big
they can sort out his schedule. Then you'll get The Rock.
The problem is though, they booked themselves into a position where if it's not The Rock, who else beats him?
But this is where it's like, he's going to drop the belts to Drew because you can still have The Rock versus Reigns without the belts.
Yeah, I agree.
But the thing is, like, unless The Rock's winning the Rumble,
how do you build a story?
How do you build the story when the Rumble winner is meant to fight Roman at Mania
because he's got both belts?
All the belts. The All the Belts T-shirt from Codfish. I don't know what that. Who came up with all the belts? Was it me or you?
I think it was you. Was it?
I'd like some royalties, please, Nacho.
The moment, I think the moment that happened where we got the community shield was like, we got to do something. The only issue now is the way we started the season. Like,
is The Rock back? No, it's not back.
It's scheduled. It won't allow him to be back.
Yeah, because
got over 90 of you guys in the chat.
Match. Yeah, Logan Paul looks like a natural in WWE.
Yeah, he does. Please do smash the like button if you haven't already, guys. Also, click the link in the title and subscribe to Luke's channel as well, please, people.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, they just called up the Usos' younger brother to join the bloodline.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I think
I didn't ever know that Usos had a younger brother.
Yeah. But he's not called Uso, it's called Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, they'll probably change his name though.
Yeah, like Triple H, with all like the names that got stupid names, he's changed them back.
Yeah, changed them back as well, yeah.
Lee looks slick.
He does. He looks very, very great.
I don't know who you'd given next, but like he probably deserves to have some time with his family, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Is he ranked top 15 or is he just outside the top 15?
He's 14.
14.
Yeah.
Good boxing, just slipping the jab. He looks so loose in there. Excellent.
See who's ranked at why are you booing? It's a good fight.
Yeah, I'll be honest. After watching this, I think Kevin Holland would have would have beat Rodriguez pretty handily.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Kevin Holland can pull up.
It says here that Lee's ranked 18, but it says on here that
Kevin Holland pulls up the upset against Chimaev.
Hey, I think I've messaged it to you. Deserves a title shot.
He does. He's next in line. The only problem is Kevin Holland likes activity. I don't see him waiting around a year for Usman and Edwards to have their fight before he has a fight, which could work against him because he could end up fighting someone and then losing and then not get the fight.
You think of like who Lee could fight next? Neil Magny, Michael Chiesa?
Chiesa would be a good fight. I'd like to see that.
Wouldn't give him Shavkat because let's not kill him just yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Shavkat's
I think Shavkat beats Hamzat, you know.
I was gonna say it's gonna be very hard matching up Shavkat because not many people are gonna want to fight him.
Leon would have probably fought him.
Yeah, of course Leon would, but Leon can't be taking that fight now. No, yeah, Leon's that guy now. Like no one can even dispute it. Like when they were doing promo packages saying, "Oh, no one wants to fight Hamzat," I was like, "Are you sure about that?" Leon accepted the fight 3 times.
Yeah, and everyone that didn't want to everyone that didn't want to fight him, Jorge, now wants to bite at the champ.
Look at me now.
Coach said on Ariel Hawani, little rat.
Good fight. Lee should win that comfortably.
I think Reigns versus won't be for the title, but I think it'll be for the head of the table. Yeah, but the thing is, Reigns has got to drop the belts, and I don't see
who he drops it to.
Because he's pretty much beating everyone. Braun's basically come back because he's going to get smashed by Roman. Have you all seen Alex Pereira's weight? How the F is he going to make 185?
Yeah, I mean,
he's 232 at the moment.
Is he 232?
That's why I said that he could fight at light heavy.
Oh my, he's 232, bro.
Yeah, like he was like, yeah. That's why I said, yeah, he can probably fight at light heavy.
And when's the fight?
November. But that will maybe be like a few weeks ago, though.
I was going to say, he better be dieting already. That's a lot of weight to cut. I'm not going to lie. That's almost too much, in my opinion. Do you reckon he's just trying to get the 85 belt and then just going to move straight up?
Depends if Glover wins, isn't it? Because he's not going to fight Glover because like Glover's like one of his trainers.
Glover won't be around for much longer though in the UFC, I don't think.
No, I really hope that with like the main event of Brazil is Glover versus Yuri, but I think it's going to be 282 instead, which I think is a little bit of a, you could have Glover go out on top in Brazil.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's the ending that he fully deserves as well. But that's not the main event I want. There's only 2 main event ideas that I want. Charles versus Khabib. Charles versus McGregor. That's it. Don't talk to me at any other main event. That's what I want. Charles versus Khabib.
Yeah.
Headline Brazil. Or give him his payday against McGregor.
Yeah. That's
it.
I'd worry for McGregor against Oliveira, I've got to be honest.
What?
No way. How the hell has that happened? No way. Even Rodriguez looks shocked.
Nah.
Oh, no way.
Nah.
That is horrific. That's horrific, man.
That is shocking. That's one of the worst decisions I have seen in MMA ever.
How the hell?
Ever.
I didn't actually hear the scorecards. What were the scorecards?
29-20 split decision. That That is a robbery.
I didn't even give him a round, if I'm going to be honest.
That is the worst decision I've seen in years.
I feel
In MMA.
so sorry for Lee. Not only has he been screwed over with the whole fight, he's fought a guy heavier, and then he gets robbed of a decision. Like, what are we doing here? He did
You
not
could
win that
give him
fight.
a round. That's if you push it.
Like, I'm not being funny. Rodriguez knew he lost that fight. He knew he lost that fight. That's ridiculous, man.
He outstruck Lee. It's not about how he. Oh, why is Paulo Costa here? Apparently, he was kicking off backstage as well.
I'm so upset by that. Like, we just told about the fact that he's been away from his family for so long as well. Like, I really hope the UFC sort him out. But like, if he's on a pay packet of show and win, you've just effectively lost him half of his salary.
I had Lee winning 29-28. Yeah.
I had him winning all 3 rounds personally. Yeah, you can argue for the last round.
Push.
There is no way Rodriguez won 2 rounds in that.
That's an effing robbery.
That's terrible, man. That is really bad.
Let's see what Twitter's saying about it. How the F. They should give the Leech's suit a performance bonus.
Yeah.
That was Ben. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Ben as well. Got engaged as well this week.
Ben Keeley?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Ben, man.
He's on his Twitter.
Shout out to Ben.
Awful decision.
I can't believe that's just happened, man.
Imagine booing the Leech. Shameful.
I can't believe he got robbed of that decision.
Oh.
Actually appalling.
He's a big baby face. Now between the Presser debacle, not fighting Tony, and the loss.
It's shocking, isn't it?
Lee's a Chinese MMA legend. Facts.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's up there, one of the worst decisions I've seen. I genuinely hope Dana sorts him out.
Does that mean Rodriguez is ranked, or I don't know?
It's just what I mean, because it's a catch weight. I mean, he effectively fought someone in a different weight class. Zabiri said, "This is why I stopped watching too. Poor final." Yeah, like stuff like this will turn a lot of people off.
I've now become more tired after that.
Yeah,
after that shit show.
Saying that though, it's about to get really spicy.
Get the security in.
I hope Holland does it, but I don't think he will.
Look at this donut.
Look at it, like it's the arrogance, isn't it?
Sharkat finishes you, big man. As Kevin Holland says, you're not about that life.
There's one thing you're not going to do is punk out Kevin Holland.
Yeah. Yeah, Paulo Costa. Yeah.
The thing is, if Hamzat loses, what happens to his sort of trajectory and all that as well?
This goes one or two ways. Holland lasts, or Hamzat picks him up, speaks to Dana, chokes him out of the first.
The thing is, when Holland gets you hurt, he's a brutal finisher.
Yeah. A Holland win would be sweet. 100%. I've never wanted someone to lose their O.
Yeah, as
so
much as this.
in my life. Oh, there was some news that Jack Shaw was supposed to be fighting Kyler Phillips, but unfortunately that fight's been cancelled now.
Oh, is it?
Jack Shaw's suffered a big knee injury, so he needs surgery on it. So hopefully for a speedy recovery, Jack.
Yeah, definitely.
He's had a bit of rotten luck recently.
Yeah, he has.
Hamzat should be fighting at 85.
We all know why he's at 70 though. He's at 70 to try and become the first 3-weight UFC champion. Because if you
think he can fight at light heavy,
he seems to think he can.
Who would do better at light heavy, him or Usman? Because we're all saying that Usman shouldn't fight at 205.
I need to see Usman at 85. Here's the thing: Hamzat at 85 hasn't fought anyone in the top 15, so it's hard to even judge him and say. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to this. Not the fight that we should have got, but it's the fight we're getting. I'm looking forward to
Hamzat versus Paulo Costa. Hey, Danny, I'd take that, you know.
Yeah. Although I think we'll see Whitaker Costa next.
Yes.
By the way, what a flipping performance by Whitaker the other day. Guys, he's just in a division with Adesanya. He's just in a division with Adesanya, but he's doing what Holloway was doing before he fought Volkanovski for the third time. He's just making sure no one takes his spot.
Yeah, I think Whitaker said that he'll jump up to light heavy at some point.
Yeah, he said he would, yeah.
Chris Brack, with Edwards' title win, who will be his next challenger? Will it be a rematch?
Yeah, be a rematch. Unless Usman wants time off or, God forbid, he gets an injury, it'll be Usman.
He says he's good to go.
Yeah, it'll be Usman.
Apparently, they wanted to try and fit it in towards the end of the year.
No, don't need to do that soon.
Coach Kavanagh has tweeted, so the UFC just came and kicked us out. No tickets for us and not allowed to stay backstage and watched.
Who said that? Coach Kavanagh?
Yeah, pulled out the back door, kicked out, not even any shoes on.
What?
Yeah, basically got told to leave afterwards. I can probably see why that's happened, especially after the few days that they've had with problems backstage.
I mean, does Coach Kavanagh have any problems with anyone there, though?
No, but I think it's trying to not, have that explosion. Oh, apparently Gibbs fighting Austin McBroom tonight as well. And there's barely anyone there.
Where's that, sorry?
Austin McBroom versus Gibbs fighting in America.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and out of 1,000 tickets, they've only sold like less than 200.
Oh. Looking forward to this one. I really am looking forward to this one. If Holland can keep this standing.
Oh, yeah.
If he doesn't keep it standing, he could be in big trouble, though.
Oh, he's getting absolutely booed.
Oh, is he?
He's getting heavily booed. And the Rock is watching. Do you see that he's got a shoe deal with the UFC? And Diaz did an interview saying these shoes suck.
Well, Diaz isn't happy with him from the whole BMF stuff, innit?
Yeah, and then someone's like, "Oh yeah, so with this Rock shoe deal, Does that mean any of the fighters are getting extra pay?
No.
Is Darren Till in this corner?
I don't see Till there.
Yes, he is. He's in the back.
Can you see him?
Yes.
Yes, I see him.
He is.
Till looks big, doesn't he?
John Jones
Let me
talking.
I'm gonna mute this and just
Wow, he's absolutely running down. Predictions for the fight, guys. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go with a Hamzat win. Probably he's probably gonna finish him, but we're hoping for a shock. Till the Klingon. Yeah, they gave away 1,000 tickets. LOL, did they? Darren Till, the perfect hype man.
Thing is, I still think Till could do something. We need to see him back in the octagon. We need to see him do something.
If he loses again, I think we could. I don't know. Could we possibly see like an early retirement or something?
No. I don't think so. He's too big of. I think he's too big of a star as well. I actually think if you look at Hamza, I don't think he likes getting booed the way he's getting booed.
Yeah.
He seems uneasy with it. He's been cheered every single time so far. I think the boos are getting to him a little bit.
Could we see it? So are you telling me there's a chance? Oh, there was security.
I think he was going to try and shake hands. Kevin Holland's okay. I think they are going to touch gloves. I think Hamzat feels a bit uneasy.
Oh.
I feel he feels a bit uneasy. I don't think he's comfortable being the bad guy.
If Punk gets AEW, should he come back to the UFC? No.
Say that again, sorry?
If CM Punk gets...
Oh, God, no.
Gentlemen, hey, Bruce's suit is clean, you know.
Always. When
it's not as extravagant as his last suit, but that doesn't.
I think Hamzat knows he's messed up, and I think he's been made to be aware of that over the last 24 hours, and I think he's starting to feel it. I still think he wins the fight. I think we see a more humble Hamzat after the fight and before the fight as well, as we already see him.
Look at the security. Do fighters get docked part of their purse if they miss weight? Yes, that's correct. However, Hamzat has not been docked.
That's what the problem is. Because they changed the fight to a catch weight, which is the weight that Holland was originally fighting at. Hamzat doesn't get docked any pay, which is why a lot of people are infuriated by it, including myself. Give me 1 sec, bro. I'm going to switch on the heating in my conservatory because it's starting to get a little chilly. Give me 1 sec.
It's getting chilly, eh? It's getting hot in this office. Yeah, still getting booed. Don't disrespect Punk. He's got the best takedown success in history. Humble Hamzat is a dangerous man, the one that learns from his mistake.
Yeah.
More Khabib like. Hey, Khabib? An arrogant, disrespectful, said to anyone from his generation that's still fighting needs the money. The only reason why you start fighting because you got paid the biggest payday in the history of the game.
Yeah.
That's why you can happily say that you've retired.
Holland does not want to touch gloves.
No.
Oh, he does. Okay, here we go.
Herb's not going to get it out.
How quickly does he go for the takedown, in your opinion, bro?
Within the first 20 seconds. Nope.
Oh, geez, that's not good. Oh, my goodness.
Back up, though.
Oh. Oh, my.
Oh, it's carrying on. Still
He's
talking shit.
talking to him already.
Hey, Dana was like, let's call Big Mouth. Let's see if he takes the Thiago Santos fight. Takes the fight. Looks good. And still talking shit.
Gee, Hamza is... The speed on those takedowns was mad.
It's a 5-rounder.
Yeah, it's a 5-rounder, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if he gasses out, though, because the gas tank.
Kevin Holland's got to make it.
The fact he's still getting up, like, I'm stunned because, like, his grappling hasn't improved.
Oh, Das! Kevin Holland is very good with his jiu-jitsu. Oh. Oh, this is not good.
I said they need to get it done quick or it will get dragged out.
I think he might go to sleep here.
No.
No, he's all right. He's defending it.
Wow. Out.
Oh, no, he's got it now. He's got it now. Yeah, it's over now. He's either he's gonna go to sleep.
No, still fighting. Still fighting. Let's roll them over again.
Oh, jeez. Dash choke. He's had it in for a little while now. Oh, it's over. He's gonna tap. Yeah.
Tap.
Goodness me. Goodness me. It wasn't even close. I think his shoulder. I think he's hurt his shoulder. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Yeah, hurt his shoulder, yeah.
That wasn't even close. Bloody hell. He's real.
That was a humble Hamza.
Flipping hell, he's real.
Do you think he shoots take down that quickly if it was against like Usman or something like that?
Look how quick serious, look how quick.
If he fought Izzy, I reckon he'd shoot straight away.
No, but it's not even that. It's the way he's able to stick on his opponent. Like Kevin Holland did so many things correct, just couldn't do anything.
Jeez.
Kevin Holland is a black belt in jiu-jitsu as well. Kevin is no slouch on the ground. I'm gonna be honest with you. This guy's scary, man. This guy's scary. He made that look easy. No one's done that to Kevin Holland.
Jeez.
It does look like Kevin Holland has hurt his arm a little. Yeah, he's hurt his arm.
Wow. Why are you saying money, big man? Dana giving you no bonus tonight.
Dana will give him some sort. He'll let him off with something. I'm going to mute myself so I can listen to this.
Yeah.
Fight. Smash the like, please, guys, if you haven't already.
Just give me the figure. Colby versus Hamzat. Yeah, that's probably next, you know. Hamzat slaps
Colby avoids that fight like the plague. After just seeing that, no way. Colby's not taking that
slaps Leon.
No, come on.
Don't disrespect the champ like that.
Hold on.
I'm gonna F all your boys. I'm a Chechen mother. Did he win? Okay. Oh, whoever said humble Hamzat is not being humble. Jeez, he doesn't need your love. Yeah. If he's not humble, he shouldn't have fist pumped Holland. Well, he's not acting hella humble now. Like, fair play to Rogan for not. Yeah, hey, Rogan's one of the best in the business, man. Could we see how's that fight before the end of the year? Probably not. Or do you think it same card as Till? It's like the way he's going now. I don't know who he's gonna fight next. Who's gonna fight him? Then they're gonna go, hey, Wonder Boy, you're gonna have to fight him. He says he wants both belts. First says he'll fight both. Yeah, wants both belts. Yeah.
Do you know what? He won't be a fan-friendly star, but he's even more of a star now.
Yeah.
Do you know why I say that? Because now people are going to tune in to watch him lose.
It's the Floyd effect.
Took the word out of my mouth, bro. I'm going to be honest with you.
Next?
If he makes 170, well, he already is a problem. He's a major problem. That just showed it. Like, don't get me wrong, Kevin Holland's not a top 5 welterweight. Completely agree with that. But Kevin Holland is no slouch. Like, we've not seen anyone run through Kevin Holland like that. No one. Brunson couldn't do that to him. Vittori couldn't do that to him. And that was a higher weight class.
Said a lot. I like this heel Hamzat. I'm here for it. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of how he's, because look,
Conduct
playing a heel, like Colby plays a heel, and I don't like the way Colby plays it. But Colby's professional. That was unprofessional what he did.
Yeah.
He ruined the whole fight card. He's ruined other people's situations, and that's all on him.
Diaz got a lucky escape.
I mean, Diaz is better on the ground, in my opinion, than Kevin Holland. But he's also slower than Kevin Holland.
He probably would ragdoll Izzy. He'd ragdoll Pereira.
So here's the thing. Izzy and Pereira, after seeing that, would he get that close? Would he be allowed to get that close?
Good point. Good point. Who does he fight next? No damage.
I mean, Colby is the fight. But Colby's not going to take that fight. There is no way Colby takes that fight. but there is no one else. I don't like. Masvidal and Gilbert are tied up.
Thompson was like, "Yeah, don't give me another striker. You don't want to match him and Shavkat."
Oh no. Do not no.
Oh, Ben Keeley tweeted under Luke Thomas's tweet, Hamzat versus Costa. I'm here for that.
Yeah, but then where does that
Colby's
leave
injured
Whittaker?
apparently.
Who Costa?
No, Colby's injured apparently.
Apparently. With what? With what?
Megan Anderson tweeted, Hamzat does not deserve a title fight if they try to push the narrative. And if the doctor has stopped you cutting weight, the fighter should have been pulled from the card.
Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm looking at 70 and 85 rankings right now. Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman will do it for the third time.
Yep.
Colby's 3, but he's injured, you just said. Chimaev is 3rd. Gilbert Burns is fighting Masvidal. Bilal Muhammad is fighting... Who's
Sean
he
Brady.
fighting? Sean Brady. Jeff Neal is... Jeff Neal's not fighting anyone as things stand, is he?
No.
Jeff Neal's the only one who's not tied up. Vicente Luque just lost to Jeff Neal, so there's no point doing that. And then, unless you're going to go with Shavkat,
Which is too early.
it's Colby or Jeff Neal. And I'll be honest, he runs through Jeff Neal, unfortunately, I believe. John says...
UFC tweet, total domination, and then Bryce Mitchell tweets, make weight.
Yeah, it's true. You got one here, Luke.
I'll go at any... Oh, I'm trying to... What do you mean I'll fight? I'll fight at any weight. I'll take on this new Hamzat brother. Oh, there's going, what? 170? Fuck yeah. You pay me, Dana, though, yeah? You pay me big money. And I'll fight. You know I'll fight. Any guy. Any guy.
Hamzat would absolutely destroy.
The trilogy will happen, yeah? The trilogy will happen.
It won't now. Nate Diaz is about to take what we believe is his last fight in the UFC.
Making the walk.
Well, yes. But Tony's coming out first. I'm gonna be honest with you. We predicted 5:30 for the ring walks. We might be getting an earlier finish than we thought, bro. I might get 2 hours of sleep, Luke.
Tony Ferguson training at Jackson Wink.
Yeah, he looks a lot bigger at 70, doesn't he?
He looks better.
He looks healthier. He does look healthier.
Hamzat versus CM Punk next. Book it.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, there's who's there? Is Jeff Neal or Colby Covington? It should be Colby. Colby's not gonna take that fight.
Avi, what a prick this Hamzat's become, comparing himself to Ali and Tyson. Man needs to fix that. Oh, I can't say that.
We can't say that bit. But yeah, I'm not a fan of what Hamzat just did, but I think that would have made him a bigger star now. He's going to be the guy that's everyone's going to want to see lose now, going to tune in to see lose. He's effectively the Drago of MMA now.
Yeah. What? But Bilal Muhammad and Sean Brady are on the prelims, you know.
That's on the prelims?
Yeah.
Why is that on the prelims?
Because they've got Shukagan versus Manon Fiant on the card. I need to see that.
That was on the main card before.
Yeah, it's been changed now, brother.
Okay, so next week is Sandhagen and Song Yadong.
And then it's Dern versus Mackenzie Dern. Sorry. Yeah, and then it's Grasso versus Araujo.
Cannonier versus Strickland's a good
No,
fight.
that's been pulled. Strickland's injured.
Oh,
He's probably injured because he's a pussy.
you're right, son, bruv. Oh, that prelims is pretty. So you got
Oh my!
Ozdemir and
Oh my
Krylov.
God.
You've got Marino Rodriguez and Lemos, and you've got Mohammed and Brady.
What are we saying? We're starting at 1 a.m. Is that all going to be on that at a decent time though? Because Abu Dhabi.
Oh yes, it's we hope.
Is it though? Is it? I need to make sure. Is it on at a decent time?
We hope. I think you might. I think it might be. Yeah. If it is, then that's perfect. Yeah, I think it will be. It'll probably start like 7 in the evening. Oh, Luke.
Oh my God.
Hold on. What football's on that day? Let me check, see if any Liverpool games
What's
on
the
that
date? It's 22nd of October.
Yeah.
Better not be a night game because you'll be like, yeah, sorry, boys. Yeah, dropping out. Got UFC.
No, it's not. It's an early game.
Yeah.
Liverpool is Forest. It's Forest away. Early game.
I need to check what time it's going to be on. Just because it's in Abu Dhabi doesn't mean it's the times are good.
I think it will be. The Abu Dhabi cards, apart from when it was Yas Island, Fight Island, it's usually a good time, innit? It better be. No, lucky it won't be, innit?
Hold on.
Nate makes his
He said prelim
final walk.
7 p.m. prelims. No, 7 p.m. main card in America. No, it's still 3 a.m., mate.
Oh no. The pain.
Yeah, I think most of the Abu Dhabi cards. I think it was only the Holloway Cater card that was on at a decent time. The rest of them were still at 3 a.m. So I remember sitting up watching it in bed. So,
oh, that's pain.
I don't know whether or not we need to do an early one. I don't know.
We might have to for that one, innit?
You might get a special treat, one time only.
Prelims included.
We'll have to get guests on for the prelims as well. You never know. I have to spice it up with that.
Yeah.
That Abu Dhabi money being put on the card.
Might have to.
Diaz. Sandhagen versus Song Yudong. Who will win? I'd say Sandhagen for me.
Yeah. Nate just looks ready, and it just in fight mode.
He's actually probably going to think, yes, I can actually have a decent fight. He said this fight should have happened a long time ago. Apparently, when the whole backstage thing was happening, apparently Tony was like, I offered Nate a mint. And then Nate did what he needed to do. He was like, come back. I said, yeah, can I still have that mint? Apparently, they're quite cool with each other.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for them to have any beef, really.
Not gonna lie, I hope we never see Nick Diaz in the octagon again.
Yeah, not unless he's gonna come in fully in shape.
I'm surprised your day is like so. How much money would it take for you to fight your brother at 70? Make a boatload of money. Yeah, I wonder if Dana's ever chucked that idea around.
Nah, they'd never fight each other.
Someone said, "Can Nate play centre mid?" Asking for a friend. He's got cardio for days. He'll probably fit right in.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got cardio for days, and you're definitely not going to intimidate him.
Guaranteed blood. That's all we need.
Yeah. Nate Diaz.
That Chandler front kick was deadly.
Oh, it was one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen.
Thing is, it didn't even like try to finish him with the kick. Like he even said that was just to find the range.
Yeah, but I mean the way he threw it, he's looking to finish his life. Like that was a brutal. Virtually identical in terms of stats. Similar age, similar height, similar reach, same weight.
I got a bad Tony retires next year, I think.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I don't know, not his move up to welterweight. Like, yeah, this is my last shot.
All right, predictions. Who you got, bro?
I'm gonna go, Tony. I'm gonna go Tony by decision, probably.
Same, man. The thing is, these are two cardio kings. I'm very intrigued to see who can wear who down first.
Yes.
If Nate can wear Tony down, then we know he's the ultimate cardio king. Because even when Justin Gaethje was beating Ferguson, Ferguson did not look tired. He just was an accumulation of getting beaten up.
Yeah. No. That's on my bucket list.
Do you think we ever see Nate in the octagon again?
Yes, he's got his own fight promotion. He's definitely fighting Jake Paul next year. I can guarantee that he's fighting Jake Paul next year.
Do you reckon?
I guarantee. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why he wants to leave, so he can box Jake Paul. He could probably still lose to Jake Paul and still have his star power.
Oh yeah. Because the thing is, even if he was to lose, I mean, I don't see Jake Paul outboxing him over. Jake Paul would have to stop him. Jake Paul is way bigger than Nate. You'd have to stop him.
Yeah. Fits the profile.
Yeah.
20-pound weight advantage. He said he could get Khabib out of retirement. I don't think he can, big man.
Nah. I think the only person who can is Charles.
Or Conor if he beat Makhachev, which is never happened.
I don't think Conor could even get Khabib out. Like the only way Conor does it, he'd have to beat Makhachev, and he'd have to just say some very, very wild stuff where I don't even know if it'd be a retirement thing with Khabib. He'd probably just try and seek him out.
Do you know what I do to get this guy? To get this guy out. I fucking beat that little guy of his, the little brother. The little Hezbollah guy. I snap his little neck, the little chubby guy. Little chubby fuck.
Yeah, that's the only way. He'd have to do something so wild. Here we go.
Yeah, look at that. Respect. That's
Mortal
Goddard, the best ref in the business.
I do wish we saw Nate and Masvidal again, actually.
Yeah, Masvidal joke saying, I'm on weight. Champion, Cal, are you and Drifty Matt watching UFC? Well, Drifty will probably watch this like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I was going to say, Matt was watching. I don't know if he's still watching now. Oh, fast start.
Well, both these are renowned for pushing the pace.
They're not really renowned for being fast starters, though. Neither of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do have this like awful feeling that if Tony gets finished, he'll hang the gloves up. I've got this gut.
No, I don't. I think Tony's going to be someone who's safe from himself. I don't see Tony retiring ever. Oh, what happened there?
Do you think Nate has to cut any weight to get to 70?
Probably not. Not much anyway.
He's just a blown up lightweight.
Yeah.
Look at the belly. I'd never seen a guy so fat and so skinny. Look at the guy. He just
I
did a
don't,
barely wobble right there.
I don't think Nate cuts any weight. Maybe a pound or two, nothing crazy.
He probably goes for a big you know what, and that's
Yeah.
around it.
Oh, Tony's putting the pressure. Nate doesn't seem like he really wants to be there, does he?
Yeah, he said like he barely trained.
He just doesn't seem. Oh, that's from a check kick, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Tony bloody kicks like a steel post.
Yeah, steel
So
posts and stuff.
that's Lloyd worked right there. Drifty will watch this fight in 5 weeks' time, probably.
What is Tony doing?
Wish Conor fought could be before Floyd. I think he would have beaten him.
I don't know if he'd have beaten him, but it'd have been a much better fight or closer
Yeah,
fight.
again, like people like slag off McGregor. Like name a guy that's done any better against Khabib.
Yeah.
And I'd probably say Conor was half pissed as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But if Charles finishes McGregor in under 4 rounds, there's a conversation, you know, for who's got the better legacy at lightweight.
I think he does. Not really much happening in the fight. I'd maybe say Tony's edging it.
Yeah,
Right.
this is like the only big concern, right? Is like these guys are both at the end of their career.
Yeah.
Like people expecting this big, like, oh, it's gonna be blood everywhere. I'm like, these guys aren't in their early 30s now. They're in the twilight of their career.
Oh, good shot. Sneaky. Yeah. There's the finger point.
Tony, I would not be kicking him in that leg, you know.
I was gonna say you can tell Tony's got a healthy respect for Nate, though.
Yeah, he said like, I don't need to dislike someone to go and have a good scrap.
Yeah.
God, this fight looks so good on paper.
Nate's boxing's looking good so far. He's slipping.
Tony just seems off the pace.
They both kind of do, to be fair. Nate's just always had really good
Nate
boxing.
probably doesn't want to be there. I could have probably seen the Leech beating Tony, actually.
Oh, good shots. Nate started to put on him a little bit. That's the thing with Tony. Tony's brutal, but he's always been hittable.
When will Conor be back? Probably next year.
Yeah.
I think if Charles wins, expect him to be back in January. Personally.
Nate's doing a good job of checking his kicks, you know.
This is definitely
I'd go Diaz round.
Diaz round, yeah. This is a father time fight. Both dudes look a shadow of themselves. Probably Tony looks more of a shadow of himself rather than Nate.
Yeah, after seeing this first round, Hamzat versus Nate could have been really, really hard to watch.
Yeah. Nate's not even cut. That is rare.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's very rare for a first round.
Right, let's see where this cut was.
Oh, straight away you see it.
Shin to shin. Reminds you of the Undertaker wrestling. You think Conor will fight Charles? Yeah. Hey, Charles wanted to fight McGregor before he had to fight Makhachev, and you're talking about the UFC's done fighters dirty. They've done Charles dirty big time.
They've done Charles dirty.
They've made him fight a guy that probably doesn't deserve to fight for the title, but is only fighting him because he's beating the other top guys. Yeah. And instead of fighting him in his own home country, like he probably deserves, he's fighting in Abu Dhabi, where he knows that he's got to go to a finish or he's not going to win.
Yeah. Or he's got to make it so clear it's
or
Question.
he's got to make it like he's literally going to knock him out cold. Said, I really want Colin to return to the top, man. Yeah, Prime McGregor's over, my friend.
Yeah.
The money. What did you guys think I'm gonna fight for money? Yeah, of course I'm gonna fight for money. Screw the belt. Give me money fights now.
Nate is putting his combos together well. Like we rarely see him finish with leg kicks, and he's doing that.
Hey, give me Tony. Yeah, Tony's slow, unorthodox. I fucking finish him inside 2 rounds.
Oh, Kevin Ioli gave it to Tony. Oh, good shot by Tony there.
Nate could get cut from a 1v1 against Robbie. Hey, Robbie Lawler versus Nate Diaz, you know.
That would have been a decent fight.
A Legends fight. Bones. Yeah, Islam's from Russia, not Abu Dhabi. Yeah, but like Abu Dhabi
Is like
is like
That's
home.
why it's a big
Yeah.
spot for the Russian fighters.
Yeah, and that's why I found it really disrespectful when it's
like Irish fighters fighting in Boston.
yeah. Do you know, like they said to Charles, you don't fight Makhachev in Abu Dhabi. It'll be Chandler versus Islam for the belt.
Is that what they said?
But apparently, yeah, like Charles said that he basically got forced, or else he wouldn't have been able to fight for the belt.
That's terrible.
And that's when it's like it says arrogance is going to kill.
Oh, good combos there.
Oh, champion! I'm not doing this question again, man. Could you go without UFC for a year, but Liverpool in the quad? Would you do it?
No, I couldn't.
No, I don't think I could. You know,
Oh, a year? No, I don't know if I could. A year?
you get so many super. It depends how many super fights you'd miss out on.
Yeah, a year. I'd debate a year. Anything longer than a year is a no. A year, I could maybe pretend for Liverpool to win the quad.
All the belts. No, yeah,
all the belts.
All the belts.
Tony's winning this round.
Yeah. I'll be shocked if you get a finish.
Yeah, same.
Bones versus Ngannou. Thoughts?
Tony's cut before Nate. You would have thought it.
John Jones versus Ngannou. Thoughts? Got to see John's fight a heavyweight first before I make up my mind.
Yeah, I've got to see John Jones back actually.
Hopefully, the main event of 282 is actually Stipe versus Jones. I think we'll probably get an announcement closer to the time. I think if that is happen. Oh, good elbow.
Yeah, I think he caught him on the forehead as opposed to around the eyes and stuff. Tony's looking really good with his movement at the moment. Nate hasn't been able to quite figure him out.
Shout out Ben Keeper. Getting to watch Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson is the cherry on top of the best week of my life. What a blessing.
Oh, good shots there. Did he stun Tony? Nate's got to find a way of stopping Tony's movement, and he could really start putting some pressure on.
But the doctor stopped me. Nobody can stop me. The doctor did.
Do you know, I'm thinking about that quad question. For a year, I might be able to, Luke. It would be hard, but do you know the quad? The quad.
You know what? I'd do it for a year. 100%.
A year, I'd do it, I could do a year.
How do you think prime Chuck Liddell would do in the UFC?
Not great.
I don't think he would have fought at the weight class he did back then. I think with sports science and stuff like that, he probably would have fought at
85.
85. Welter at a push. But look at the OGs that fought at the beginning. They're dropping down divisions now because the sports science nutrition. Think about,
you look at someone like Machida, for example. Machida started off at 205, won the belt at 205, and then ends up being an 85er.
And I'm trying to think. Frankie Edgar, lightweight champion, fights at bantamweight. Cub Swanson is fighting at bantamweight. Well, he's going to make his bantamweight debut. Trying to think of other OGs that have started up at a high weight class but have dropped down because sports science has gotten so good now. Tony got cut.
I still give that round to Tony though.
Yeah.
It's quite a bad cut, that. Oh, that is a bad cut right on the eyebrow.
Look at Nate.
It's the first time I've not seen Nate cut.
I don't know what it's actually, because I think he might have healed from all of his old injuries, you know, because he got...
Yeah, he's had a long time out, hasn't he?
That scar tissue's healed up nice and... This is like watching Goldberg versus... Oh, don't say that, because Goldberg versus Taker was bad.
No, it's not as bad
That
as
was
that.
bad. Do you think any wrestler would be good at
how much would you give? How much UFC would you give up for the quad?
2 years.
It'd have to be, the maximum given up is 2 years. I mean, if we win the quad once, I'm alright with it, to be honest.
Let's make a dream into reality.
I gave Tony that last. I gave Nate the first and Tony the second, so I've got them drawing at the moment.
Diaz.
Yeah, I haven't got 2 rounds to Diaz. I've got one apiece. Good leg kick.
This is a bucket list fight.
Yeah, just at the wrong time, innit?
Connor.
Hold on, what happened there?
What is this absolute shite bag of a main event?
What
Get
happened?
me
What's
on
going
this
on?
card right now.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's this Diaz brother doing? You don't know gangster.
It's really, really weird there.
What the?
That was really weird.
What the fuck is this main event? What the?
Uh-oh.
What? He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care. I think this is him saying a F you to the UFC, you know. Good leg kick by Tony there.
Diaz would probably, like, Tony's leg might be broken.
No, I doubt it.
This is an okay level, just a bit underwhelming. This fight would have been better if it was if they were young.
If they had a camp for it.
As Benke said, this fight would have been better if it happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, or even 5.
Chimaev says he wants Diaz or Ferguson now.
Who? Chimaev said that?
Yeah, apparently that's what Ariel said. And then someone tweeted, dude, Darren's fall from potential stardom is heartbreaking. Now he's celebrating other man's accomplishment that he used and that he professed he was going to do. It's tough to see him puffy him second fiddle. It's almost like he's living his dream vicariously.
I'm really confused as to what Nate's doing here. He's walking Tony down, which we don't really see Tony on his bike like this. Is this the new Tony under Jackson Wink though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then Triple C tweeted, how good was Gilbert Burns against Hamzat?
Yeah. Hamzat fought a very different fight in that though. Hamzat went straight for his wrestling in this. I'm so confused as to what's going on right now. This almost feels like when a wrestler's having their last fight and it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to lose and then walk off.
Yeah.
It's almost like Nate just wants Tony to stand in front of him and trade.
You see what Corey Anderson tweeted, you know? If you really believe the doctor stopped Hamzat cutting weight because he was cramping gimmick, one, never cut weight. Two, you'll never believe anything Dana says. You all forgot about an Aspen lad about fainted on the scale and they were still going to let her fight.
Yeah, he's really, really... Yeah, he's sticking it to the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is anything on Tony. I just think he's sticking it to UFC. I want to see that cut on the shin. The thing is, it's not a massive cut, but when you get cut on the shin, because there's no muscle around there, it's just bone, isn't it? So it's just going to bleed.
Who can beat Hamzat? Shavkat.
I think Usman can as well. I think Leon could as well.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the three, though. Shavkat, Leon, and Usman. I don't think Colby beats him.
So, someone just tweeted, Hamzat and Erling Haaland were created in the same lab.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. There's no blood on him. That isn't. It's not cut.
Nate really doesn't. I'm really intrigued to see what Dana says about this in the post fight. Nate doesn't really. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there.
Do you think he'd let Tony beat him?
No, I don't think he'd let him beat him. I just don't think he cares at the moment.
Don't know. Alexander Volkanovski. I don't know what we're calling it.
It's a very weird fight, man.
I don't know what I'd say about this card in general. It's been a bit, I wouldn't say underwhelming.
It's been a weird card, but you can tell it wasn't. They built this card around Hamzat to crown the new pay-per-view king or one of the new pay-per-view kings, and it's just completely backfired because they didn't stack the card. Tony Ferguson was put on the card late.
Yeah. Martin Chu, stylistically, Edwards is Hamzat's best matchup. Disagree. It'd be a difficult fight.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. But he's got to earn it. And so far, he's not really earned it.
This is such a weird fight, man. Oh, it's Tony stunned. This is the new Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson would have stayed in the pocket there. He's moving out of range.
Yeah. But Tony, you can't take too many hits to the head again. Make sure everyone's smashing the like button and hitting the subscribe as well.
He's putting it on him a little bit.
And if you're still here from the beginning,
Nate's doing a great job of blocking some of these leg kicks.
It's like two grandpas fighting. That's what John said.
Yeah, Nate's doing a really good job of blocking a lot of these leg kicks. Tony's more marked up than Nate is. Didn't think I'd hear myself say that.
We're in a different time.
Oh, there's a takedown. Oh! Did he tap? Did he tap?
No.
He tapped him.
Wait.
He tapped him. He did tap him.
Yeah. Wow. Hey.
Wow.
What a way to go out. Yeah, I bet those two will share a drink afterwards, or
Yeah.
we'll share it. You know what?
The first time he went for a takedown, he was starting to pressure him and swarm him a little bit. As soon as he got
I didn't
it,
even see the tap. Just gonna see the tap now. Yeah. Hey.
do you think he told Tony to tap? Or do you reckon Tony tapped? Like, do you think he just whispered in his ear, tap?
He's like, hey, you mofo, better tap.
No, I'm happy for Nate. I'm so happy for Nate. Like that's the way you go out, isn't it?
Yeah. Nothing but love for Tony.
Yeah, of course.
What next for Tony Ferguson? That's 5 losses in a row.
Is that hold on? So Justin Gaethje, Oliveira. Oh, geez, you're right.
Is it 4 or 5?
It's 5.
Gaethje, Oliveira,
But Tony looks like he's taking this a bit too well, though. Like,
is it 4 or 5?
It's 5. No, it's Gaethje, Oliveira,
Dariush,
Dariush, Chandler, and now this. Hold on, I'm gonna mute and listen to the commentary.
Yeah, exactly, Calvin. Sad for Tony's so happy. I know. Maybe he could we see a retirement tonight? I don't think we will, but is he danger from being cut from the UFC? That might be a conversation. No boxing this fight, Cam. Why are you doing that for? Yeah, got an OG. Willie, it's 5, my friend. I do think we'll see him back in the UFC at one point. He's not shat on the UFC, but he's not shut the door on them either. So when that Conor McGregor trilogy comes around, maybe they're trying to blurt out him saying Jake Paul. The real OG, Nathan Diaz. What's next for Diaz? He'll be fighting Jake Paul next year, that's for sure. He's got his own fight promotion, so he'll be doing that. No doubt you'll see that on Fight Pass. Why you have to do that and blur it out? I think he's got one more fight left.
Agreed. I think he has. Who that is against, I don't know. 5 fights losing in a row. That's pretty not. That's not great. Fight has been cut for less.
Tony's first submission lost in the UFC.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I bet. It feels as though this was almost planned by these two. When like the way it happened, the way it ended. Like I don't know.
Very scripted. What we're talking WWE finish. They've talked about it in the back.
I don't know. I mean, it's just something just seems off.
Sadiq versus TBD.
Oh, did he lose his opponent?
Interesting. Must have pulled out. That's still a good card. Just shows at the
Decent,
apex.
yeah. It's decent.
Damn, this card's felt a bit.
Yes, it's been weird, isn't it? It's been a weird card.
So no other announcements for any other of the events apart from confirming that was already pretty much confirmed. That was Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler.
A weird card. It has been a weird card.
Indifferent.
Yeah.
Indifferent. I think
I'm glad Nate got this fight, and I'm glad it all worked out for him though. But I think you're right. I think he's left the door open to potentially come back to the
Basically,
UFC.
he's left the door open for when McNuggets, when McGregor's done. I told you, Nate, the trilogy's always there, brother. Yeah, if you want a payday with your new company, you better get me in that company. Yeah, I'll draw $1 million for you. I'll get all the belts from all the promotions.
Yeah, very weird card. Very weird card. Boy, hey ho, Luke, that's another one in the bag.
That's another one in the bag.
Not a card that we expected. What are you giving that out of 10?
I don't know, you know.
Things are 5 for me.
I was about to say it's average, so it's probably a
Yeah, it's
5.
the average card for me.
Yeah, agreed, Chris. That was an FU to Dana.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 3.
In fact, you know what? The Johnny Walker stoppage and fight was good while it lasted. The women's fight was
Aldana-Jiasin
excellent.
fight was
Yeah,
great.
Aldana fight was brilliant.
And then apart from that, it went downhill after that, you know.
I mean, to be honest, the Chimaev win was
Yeah.
excellent. The Rodriguez and Lee, that was a robbery in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And then the last fight was almost like basically saying a FU to the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 5's fair.
5 losses in a row for Tony.
Mm.
I might have to do a video about who his final opponent should be because for me, I think he's done after the next fight. Whether or not is that welterweight,
Yeah,
or at lightweight. Personally,
I
let him
think it'd
fight
be a
at
welter.
welterweight. But
I think it'd be a welterweight. I don't think he'll want to cut the weight anymore.
give him give me Tony Ferguson versus Robbie Lawler, or Tony Ferguson versus Matt Brown, or give me a Legends, because he's in that Legends division now.
Do you know what? You might have just Tony versus Lawler. I like the sound of that.
Or just give me Tony versus Jorge Masvidal. Or him versus Wonder Boy, or someone on that level. Because
I like it. Yeah, I think you're right, Luke. We need to do a little video on that.
100%.
Definitely need to do a video. Oh, hey. Night's finished early, earlier than normal. so we'll go. Massive shout out to everyone. Everyone who came through in the comments. You guys are all phenomenal. Please do make sure you smash the like button, but most importantly, make sure you click the link in the title or the description. Head over to Luke's channel. On the road to 100 subscribers. Let's get him there right now. Please do. Please go over to his channel. You'll see loads of overlap between this channel and Luke's channel. Content on his channel from both of us. Content on this channel from both of us. So please do show him the love and respect that he deserves. He's taking time out of his night to do this. Because I'll be honest, doing this by myself would not be as entertaining without Luke or as good. So Luke, as always, thank you so much, bro. People in the comments, until we see you on the next one, stay safe, stay blessed. Take care.